Yo, what up, YouTube? Man, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in forever. So, of course, we're getting ready for World War II. They just released the game for download. I think it was this morning. So, of course, I had to go in and delete. I had to clear up some space on my PlayStation. I had 0 space. Didn't really want to delete any games, so I just went to my storage, and I noticed that I had about 90 gigs worth of just like whatever in my Call of Duty folder. So I was starting to go through everything and deleting stuff, and I just pondered across this game. So I'm like, why not just make a video of it? It was a 2v6. The game never threw in any teammates on our side, so me and my friend were trying to make this game happen. So we're just gonna walk you through this. We currently have three people, but this guy decides to leave. I think he either drops out, left, or disconnects, whatever it was, but it ended up being a 2v6 the entire game. She's being my friend, and we were on Pipeline today using the M16. And let's get right into it. So we threw one pre-nade over. We got no hit markers, no kills, nothing. I poked out here, saw 2 people, both were sniping. We were able to get 2 kills, and then someone pushes on our friend. Now, it's a 2v4, but the other guy is AFK, and he just timed out, so it's a 1v4. We do have a UAV, which we just called. Now, we have to be careful with what and how we do this. We don't want to get overran because they all are in such a small place. I'm kind of waiting to see what routes they run, if they're all going to stay situational until like the UAV is done, if one's going to cross towards B. And unfortunately, we can't get this kill. That really affected the entire round now. And these guys are pushing pretty heavily. So I think what I should have done sooner was to get out of this area completely, seeing that they knew where I was. We were able to get 1 kill, but then we got stuck on the window frame. So they were able to push, get the final kill. Again, I think my best option was to completely leave this area, knowing that I knew exactly where everyone was. They probably were going to go to like a quick plant, most likely, seeing that they had numbers. So I could have positioned myself. I still had grenades I could have used for the bomb as defense. Little things like that I could have adjusted. So just for a future reference, it's never really good to stay in one place when you know the entire team is pretty much around you. If I would have got that first kill, I would have pushed outside, repositioned myself, and hopefully would have clutched up the round. We had a couple more grenades, but it didn't happen that way. So 2v6, what are we going to do? Hopefully, mistakenly click our night vision, but try to push that UAV. It happens all the time. I'm sure it happens to all of us. So there's 4 people on radar. 2 have UAV jammers. We have to be careful with here because, of course, they're going to rush us. It's just, of course they are. They're not going to sit back when it's a 6v2. So we just have to work picks, wait for them to poke out, and that's pretty much what we're doing here. My friend was able to get 1 kill. We're going to start putting a little bit more aggression on, seeing that they aren't really pushing too much. We see one going up to the top of B hangar, able to get him down, and then we're waiting for this other guy to push. It's kind of instincts when someone sees someone on the radar shooting. You just push them, right? It's just what people do in Call of Duty. So we were able to get the second kill. It's now a 2v3. So we're going to start putting a little bit more aggression on, starting to move out a little bit more. 3rd kill of the round and our UAV. I go ahead and pop that in just because we're down 2 rounds. Even if it's a 2v2, we don't want to go down 3 rounds with the 2v6. I'd rather, get the 2v1 and have another opportunity to obviously get another UAV the next round. So it's just always better to, don't play egotistical and think that you're going to clutch up the round just because it's 2v2. Always just, play a little bit passive, play smart. Pop the UAV in, get the last 2 kills, and go on with the next round. So that's what we did here. So I have a tendency to run around, and I don't like to sit in one place, obviously. So what I did was I completely left the bomb. I knew my friend was in there still, so if anything was going to happen, hopefully everything was going to happen okay. But I like to wrap around, get behind the enemies, and that's what I kind of did. I saw the last one poke out there, so we were to get the last 2 kills. It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. It's just my play style. I like to run around. I like to keep moving, and it's just the way it is. Sometimes it works out good, sometimes it works out bad, but this ended up working out well for us. So we were to get the last 2 kills, and I think we got the airstrike as well. So going into round number 4, we're going to be spawning on defense, which is great for our airstrike. We're going to be putting it on the hill. I like to put it directly right around the area of where they sit over there on the little brick, little square, whatever you want to call it. Usually it gives the timing of when people run all the way down the hill, but it seems like they all stayed back, which is they're in a party obviously, so they must have either stayed all the way back, maybe moved all the way across to B, but I think they stayed back. I really think they did. So we're just going to play it passive. We're going to wait to see if we get a pick. Again, this guy moved on us pretty well. So we got a first kill. We see the second one here. He's not going to push, so we have a stun and a nade for him. At this point, after this kill, what I want to do is I really want to get out of this area. I don't want to be here any longer. I did wait to see if someone poked initially, but any longer than that, I do want to move and reposition myself. So we get out of there. We were able to see one guy poke here, so he does repoke us. We were able to get the kill on him. We do have a UAV, and it's a 2v2 at this point. So at this point, I don't think anyone else has crossed a B. I don't think anyone is in A. So they're either on the hill in the spawn behind the little brick square over there again. I don't think anyone has even like crossed over into our spawn yet. So we popped the UAV, and they end up both being the little square area. The homie got one kill, and I press up to try and get the next one. Again, I could have saved the UAV for the next round, and even on defense, we wanted to tie it up. Obviously, being a little bit more confident that we can get another UAV for the following round, even if we're on offense. It's always better to have a UAV for offense, especially on Pipeline, where this map is definitely. I kind of feel like it's almost one-sided for defense, but it's kind of skeptical. But I kind of think it's one-sided for defense. It's always better to have UAV for offense, but we went ahead and popped it just to tie it up and go on to the 5th round. We're going to have to wait and see if my friend has a UAV. I know, well, obviously, if I don't have a UAV, she has to have a UAV, right? Seeing that it's a 2v6. So I want to wait to see when she pops it. Again, we're going to have to play the same way, working a pick to see if they push up any, aggressively or see what happens. Based off the first round, I'm not sure if they're going to change their play style, if they're going to run different routes, et cetera, et cetera. So my friend pushed up through the water towers. I'm going to kind of fall behind her to see if I can help her out. I'm going to also watch her flanking through middle as well, which is a pretty key point to this. So she ends up dying. It's a 1v6 now. We do have a UAV still. And there is a couple UAV jammers, so we have to be careful. This was one UAV jammer right here. We got him. Again, keeping the quick movements. We don't want to stay in one place, especially on a 1v5. Got the second one. I'm looking to see if someone pokes up the top really quick because we kind of had the whole base perimeter surrounded under control for the most part. And usually someone's at the 2-story of A, which is why we checked that immediately. No one poked, so I guess they're kind of playing passive. They're staying back, waiting for me to push. It's a 1v4. Again, waiting for someone to poke out. That's kind of what we're waiting for, to get that UAV and to move on with the continuation of where this round's going to go. I don't want to do too much movement at this point. I can only imagine that they're all set up, waiting for me to poke out. We did see one behind the white truck, and we did not get the kill, unfortunately. So as soon as we missed that opportunity, we have to reposition ourselves again. And we were able to live his gunshots and then get our burst off, so that was good. So we got our UAV. We went ahead and popped that. We saw this guy down here, and we were able to get this kill. So it's now a 2v1, and we just ate a sniper bullet from. I didn't even check the map. I just wanted to move out of this position, and we ate a second one. Now I realized after running this way was a bad idea. I could have ran to the top and then moved to the brick wall, the little square brick wall at the top. I think I had a better opportunity there at that point, but we were able to move down here. There is one UAV jammer still, so I'm not quite sure where he is. He could be in the spawn for all I know. I just don't know. At this point, I had no choice but to lay down the bomb. So again, it's a 1v2, and what I want to do is I wanted to run directly where I came from, knowing that there probably isn't anybody there. Now, of course, like I said, I don't like to sit in one position. I like to keep moving. That's just the way I play. And we were able to basically give ourselves up. He was waiting there for me to do that. He was able to get the kill, and they were able to get the round. If I would have played a little bit smarter, more passive, I could have just waited at the bomb, waited to hear somebody, just waited for another pick. It would have been a very easy cleanup if I wanted to play passive, but it's just not my play style. So being a little bit more aggressive, I basically gave them the round. So we are now down 2-3. We are on defense going into round number 6. I don't have a UAV. I don't think my friend does. So we're just going to have to play this by ear, hopefully work some early picks, and don't let them overrun us. We're going to wait and see how they play. We throw a pre-nade over, hoping to get someone by the ladder down there. My friend got an early pick, so it's now a 2v5. She got 2 now, which is good. So if she can get another one, she can pull a UAV. Hopefully she does. It's a 2v4 at this point. Didn't really see anybody else cross. There goes one person. So I think that's 3 people that tried to cross the B, right? So this was kind of a B push from all the reads right now. She got 2 of them trying to cross. I got a 3rd one. So there could be more people at B. I'm not quite sure at this point. Also, there could be people at A, seeing that I haven't seen anybody come into A that could already be in our spawn. So I want to be careful of this. At this point, it seems like she has B locked down. There's still 3 people up somewhere. So I'm assuming there's someone might be in the A spawn, in a building. There is one here we get. Again, there could be another person here. I just don't know. Didn't really do a good job of checking A too much. At the beginning of the round, she got the first 2 picks crossing to B. I got another one crossing to B. So the chances are of the rest being at A are pretty high. I did get one of them. There's still 2 people missing. Someone could have made it underground. You just don't know at this point. So you want to play a little bit more passive. We are down 2-3, so we definitely need this round to continue on. We are on defense. So at this point, with any round or map, essentially you do want to play passive. You do want to potentially let them plant the bomb first and then start working, because if you do want to play aggro within the last minute of the round, such as we are right now, you are basically, it's a coin flip. You know what I mean? If they get the first jump on you, if they get the first sight, the first shot, it's just really a gamble. So you want to play passive, wait for them to push. I'm not at a great spot at this point. This is really not a good spot. I do want to reposition myself. You know, they could get behind me. They could be in A already. They could be planting. They could just be at multiple different places. So I do want to get to a better spot. Even this spot is not a great spot, but the chances of me running to another position right now is just something I don't want to take. So I do want to wait to see if I can see a cross into B from this point. If I can hear someone behind me. I am very vulnerable to my left side if someone's in a spawn already in A, or if someone comes underground. So it's just not a good place to be, but I end up staying here. We do see someone over there who crosses, but she was able to get 1 pick, and the person I shot was not that person, so that is the last person of the round. She was able to clean it up, which we were able to go into the final and 7th round. So she does have a UAV. We're going to have to wait and see if we get offense or defense, because that's definitely going to play a huge role on, you know, how this last round pans out. If we are on offense, it's going to be a little tougher. If we are on defense, it's going to be better for us, but we have to wait and see. We are on defense, which is good. So there is multiple UAVs we have to watch out for. There's multiple snipers we have to watch out for. I don't think they're going to do a B push because it didn't work out well for them. So I think they are going to play A aggressive just based off that last round. So we get into A. She ends up calling the UAV. There's a couple people on the radar. Of course, there's a couple UAV jammers. So, again, I think they're going to play aggressive. I do want to poke out here just to see if I can get a visual. And we end up seeing one person go over here. We get the kill. I think that was a jammer. So there is still 2 jammers and 3 regulars. Now, I'm waiting for this guy to poke out here. He's on the radar. He ends up going back. Now, we wait for one more. So he is all the way back, and we do see another jammer here. I guess this guy saw us. We are not in a good position at all, and we end up getting killed. Again, that was a terrible position. I should have repositioned myself better, get to a head glitch, even just forget that guy because I knew where he was. So I could have left to the top. I could have went down to the white truck. I could have poked up top because I knew everyone was out there. I could have went directly for the UAVs. There's definitely a lot of different positions I could have been in, a lot of different ways I could have played that. Again, forgetting about the UAV for sure and just going to the people where I knew were on the map. I ended up dying. It sucked. I left my friend in a 1v4 position, 1v5 position. They did get the bomb planted, so time is definitely against her. She's going to have to move pretty quick to get this off. It's not looking good right now. It's not looking good. We don't know where they are. She's getting shot from all different directions. And yeah, so it was a tough 2v6. I mean, yeah, it's a 2v6. There's not much we can do. We did go all 7 rounds, which is great. We ended up getting 21 kills. We did get the loss, which was fine. I'll take 21 kills and a loss any day of the week. So it was a pretty good game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Again, thank you guys for the continued support. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you guys love SnD, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.